The Chronicles of Erith Knoll. Third Age, year 1850. June 1st. Theme of the day: when the maps began to lie. It is said the Third Age did not begin with war. It began with a map. A simple map of the heavens drawn by an old astronomer in Ver Cadan, where 12 planets were missing. Not destroyed, not dead, just gone. And where they had once hung in their orbits, there were only dark wounds in the starlight, as if someone had cut pieces out of reality with a knife made of silence. From the sealed archives. The year 1850 of the Third Age became known as the Betrayal of Maps. Until then, the people of Erith Knoll believed the catastrophe was over. They believed the loss of the old solar system belonged to history. The fallen worlds, the broken moons, the disappearance of the Lightborn, and the long migration wars between the species. But on the first day of June, everything changed. At dawn, every astronomical instrument began showing a different sky. The priest's silver astrolabes showed 24 planets. The machine's gravity charts showed 12. The dreams of children showed 48 moons. And the whispers of the dead said, "What is missing is not gone. It is hiding." No one wanted to believe it, because if the lost worlds still existed somewhere, then the catastrophe had never ended. It had only been waiting. Of the old sky. Before the sundering, there were 24 planets in the chain solar system and 48 moons singing in their orbits. Each planet carried its own species, its own history, its own wounded pride. There were beings of flesh, crystal, smoke, metal, light and memory. Some built cities in the upper atmosphere. Others lived beneath oceans of magnetic fire. Some could speak to gravity as if it were a language. And above them all walked the Lightborn. No one knows anymore whether the Lightborn were creators, saviours or destroyers. The stories divide, as all old truths do when they survive too many wars. Some say the Lightborn gave life to the worlds. Others say they stole it from the dark. Some whisper they were never good, only beautiful. And beauty, as every ancient ruin knows, is not the same thing as mercy. The day the archives awoke. When the maps began to lie, the black archives beneath Erith Knoll opened by themselves. No key was used. No guard saw anyone enter. Yet the doors stood open when morning light fell across the city. Inside, they found a single line carved into the walls, repeated in 17 languages and 3 dead code systems. Memory is not a place, it is a living thing. After that, people began to disappear. Not many, not enough for panic to break out at once, just one here, one there. A cartographer who drew the 13th planet in his sleep. A girl who could name moons she had never seen. An old soldier who woke weeping and said he remembered a war that had not yet happened. And far to the north, in the black tower of Raven Prison, the prisoners began singing the same melody in their sleep. No one had taught them the song. That was what made it dangerous. Today's reflection. There are days when history does not stand behind us. It stands before us with its face hidden. On this day, Erith Knoll learned that the past is not always finished simply because the living wish to move on. Some truths wait beneath stone. Some memories grow hungry when buried too long. But not everything that returns comes to destroy. Sometimes it returns to be understood, and sometimes, dark, beautiful, and cursed enough to be true, the very thing we fear most carries the key to the next beginning. Reflection questions. What part of my history have I called gone, even though it still affects me? When have I trusted a map that no longer matched reality? What within me is trying to speak through dreams, unrest, or recurring memories? Am I afraid of the truth, or of what I must change once I see it? What lost part of me is not waiting to be rescued, but acknowledged? The maps did not lie to deceive the people. They lied because reality itself no longer remembered which version of the sky was true.